Alright, hello. I've literally just installed OBS Studio. This is not my PC that I'm usually on. How can I go to System Information? Yeah, so this is a new one. It's a server. It's a ProLiant DL380G6. Got two processors in it. E5530 is pretty decent. Got 24 gig of RAM. I'm going to boost that up. I think it can take up to 128 gig. I'm probably going to put up to about 64 gig. I don't think I need 128 gig. I don't know. I'll just fill the slots with like 4 gig sticks and see how much that is. I don't know how many slots it's got. I think it's got 12. 12 times 4. Yeah, that's 64, right? I think. 10 times 4 is 40. Oh no, it's 48. No, so I won't have 64. I don't know, I'll work it out. So yeah, I've got a decent system. I haven't changed the PC name yet. What is it? Yeah, the system name's that, which kind of sucks because I got this cheap. It didn't come with Windows on it. I've put Windows on it. It's only got 4 hard drives in at the moment, so storage wise, it's quite low. It's only got 400 gig of storage, which to some people is alright, but it's not great. So at the moment, it's only got 4 hard drives in. If I put another drive cage in, it can fit up to 16 hard drives. So and I think each one can go up to about 2 terabytes, depending on. I mean, at the moment, it's got SAS disks in. You can get like ones that, well, you have to put SAS ones in, but you can get ones that are sort of bigger, but they're a bit slower. So I might have some that are fast, and I've got my OS on, and then some that are a bit slower, but they've got they can fit loads of other stuff on. I don't know. I don't know if I can put SSDs in. If I could put SSDs in, I might put them in. I don't know. But yeah, I'll put some more storage in at some point. I mean, at the moment, the only thing I've got really is I've got Visual Studio, as you can see down here. I've got OBS and I've got Google Chrome because I hate Edge. So yeah, that's the only things I've really got on it at the moment. But I'm just making a video because if anybody's interested in how I'm going to be doing this up and the budget in which I'm going to be spending on it, you may wish to do the same. I don't know. You may not wish to do the same. I don't know. But I'm not sure how it's recording right now. I mean, it's not lagging. Like when I normally record on my other PC, it lags about. At the moment, this server, doesn't even have a graphics card in. I'm going to be putting. Originally, I was going to put a GTX 1050 Ti in, maybe 2. I don't know. I can fit up to 4 in, I believe. I'm not sure. Well, I can't fit up to 4 1050 Ti's in because they're quite chunky. But there's a riser board, and you can fit. You can put 2 riser boards in, and you can put basically 2 on each riser board. So you could theoretically have 4 if there was enough room and if they want to chunky. But most likely, I'm probably going to have 2 in. That'd make more sense. But I mean, say we go on YouTube or whatever. I mean, we watch some generic video. I don't know. As you can see, I got a lot of PC videos. I like seeing what people make. It's like a table or whatever. It's pretty cool. I'm hoping that. I mean, I don't think I should be, but I don't know if going on YouTube because people can see these if that's suddenly copyright infringement or something. I hope it's not. I mean, I haven't really picked any particular video to steal. But I mean, let's put in like colourful video or something. I want to see because I haven't tested this, so colourful cone, sure. It seems alright to me. I don't have a graphics card in yet, so gaming's not going to work yet. Really, it's not going to be ideal. But I don't know. I mainly got it because Visual Studio does not run very well on my PC. I mean, I've gone quite up a lot. I've gone from from going on playing on Xbox 360, which sucks quite a lot, to PC. Well, sorry, a little laptop, because I used to play like CS:GO on my Toshiba laptop, which was just terrible. And that Toshiba laptop cost 200 quid from PC World, and it barely played anything. I mean, I think Happy Wheels was a struggle, but then I got my PC that I've got now, not this one, but my main one, which cost me about just under 400 quid. That's got a APU in it, and it hasn't frozen. I'm just not doing anything. It's got an APU in it, and it has 16 gig of RAM, no graphics card because of the APU. But it does get quite hot, and some things it can crash it, so it's not a very stable PC. This so far has cost me £30, 30 quid for the whole server, with everything that was in it. So that's quite crazy if you think about it. 30 quid, and if this video comes out pretty nice, then that'll be nice. I mean, I know I'm not really doing anything, but 30 quid, and it comes with all that RAM, all them hard drives. There is a bit of a catch. One, when it boots up, it's very noisy. Two, when it is booting up, it takes about a couple of minutes. It's not like when most people's PCs takes a minute at most. This it could take like 5-10 minutes depending, because it's got to do all its startup procedures and stuff. So it takes quite a long time. It takes quite a lot of power as well. It has two power supplies. At the moment, they're 450 watt each. If I put a lot of more stuff in, I might end up having to put them up to 750 watts or something. I don't know all the different versions there are, but I might have to get some bigger ones. At the moment, they're perfect. I mean, I've only got one power cable in at the moment. One of the power supplies I'm not even using, and it's running fine. So it's just because the only reason being is because I don't have another power cable. When I've got another power cable, I'll probably put both in. So yeah, it's and obviously it weighs a ton, and it's really large. So I can't remember if I already said that, but yeah, it is quite large, and it does weigh quite a lot. At the moment, I've got it on top of my chest of drawers where I've got my pants and socks and stuff. It's on top of there, and then I've got a big flat screen TV on top of that, and that's what I'm using it as a monitor at the moment. Because it would just, I mean, I had it there already, and I thought, well, at the first I put this server underneath my desk, but then I kept bumping my leg into it because it's just too big. But for 30 quid, the performance power you get for £30. I'm not saying every time you're going to be able to buy one for £30. I think I got it cheap. I think on average you could probably get one of these easily for 100 quid. But even so, 100 quid, even if you paid 200 quid for one of these, it's still worth it, because it's a lot more powerful. It does take a bit more maintenance, and it does take a bit more power. But if you're wanting a powerful computer but on a budget, just get a server. Just makes sense. You don't have to get a rack mount server like I've got. You can get I mean, actually, best thing to do really is just to show a picture. If I put HP Proliant DL38 no, it's G6. This is the current server. Look how expensive they are. Well, that's not the one I've got. This is the one I've got. I mean, here this bloke's selling it for 90 quid, so that's alright. Drive cage and that. But people sell these cheap, but they've got a lot of performance power. You know what I mean? So that's what they look like on the inside. Don't know if I can make that bigger. I know it's just going to go on the website. But you put all your RAM there. 2 processors, a lot of fans. You've got a riser card there and a riser card there. So you can have a graphics card going that way and another one going that way. And then you've got your RAID controller over about here. So I haven't set anything to do that up yet. But it's just amazing how cheap you can get them, and then that's like what it looks like at the back. So yeah, I think that I can't read it from here because, like I say, it's on my big TV, so I'm just like in my bed. I mean, there's no point sitting up on the edge of my bed, so I'm at a bit of a distance. So 750 watt, I think, is what they say. But yeah, if you've got the room and the patience, but you don't have a lot of money, just get one of these. I'm telling you, just get one of these, and then you're sorted. Because so far, it's a beauty, is what it is. So this is a bit of a pointless video, really. It's not really learning. You're not going to learn it. But in future videos, I'm going to use this for programming. When I learn something, I'm going to try and make it simpler. Because if I can teach somebody how to do it, I'm going to retain it better. So that'd be good. So I'm going to do videos like that soon. I know I've said quite a few times I'm going to do videos, but those before were a lot different because they were just sort of gaming videos, and I was just doing it for the sake of it, just sort of to keep adding stuff. But now I'm going to be doing more tutorial videos and stuff. There isn't going to be a schedule. I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm going to do one every week because it's just not going to happen. Too busy. Got too much stuff to do. Doing an apprenticeship. You've got basically the job side of it, like anybody else who does a job, but then you've got all the extra work that whatever trainer provider, which in my case is SDO, but whichever training provider you have, obviously wants you to do their work as well, so you have to do that. So you almost work harder than a regular person, and you get paid less for it. So that's one of the reasons I got this, because it was cheap, and I wanted something a bit better to program with and to game with eventually. So when I get my graphics card, that's going to be great, and I can game with it. And I might do a couple of gaming videos, but mainly it's going to be programming videos and stuff like that. I might do some videos with my phone as well, showing what I'm doing inside as well. So if you have a consideration of getting one of these, then you can do the same as I'm doing. And if I make any mistakes, you can be sure not that you don't make the same ones, because that's one of the worst things. You don't want to be making the same mistakes. But yeah, I mean, like I said with the drive cage, this bit here you can actually get rid of. You can take this bit out. I think is there somebody else? Yeah, and then you can put another drive cage, and you can add even more hard drives. So you can have all them fuller. Like if you got 2 terabyte ones, that's 8, 16. You can have 32 terabytes. I don't know if you can have bigger disks than that, but I mean 32 terabytes is plenty of storage. 32 terabytes, my god. Don't think I'd ever use all that. And then there's an internal USB drive. There's an internal USB slot, sorry, and there's an internal SD card slot. The SD card slot I probably won't use, but the USB slot I might install if I can. Have Windows boot on that USB, and then that'll free up a hard drive. I don't know. I mean, that's a bit silly, but I don't know. It's all just experimental. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do yet. I'm probably going to upgrade the processors at some point. These processors that I've got at the moment are great, considering the price I got them at. But I can get a lot. You have info about it. Only you can see this result. I never knew Google did that. Okay, but yeah, it's so cool. I'm so excited about it. So we'll go to Visual Studio, see how that pans out. I don't really need this on there. So yeah, I mean, if you've got to this point in the video, congrats. Cause I've just sort of rambled. I haven't really structured this video in any way. But I mean, when was the last time I uploaded a video? Like 4 months ago, or whatever, probably longer. So, sign in. No, maybe later. We'll go dark. Oh, I didn't even look at that top bit. Yeah. Now I don't know if you can see this. I don't know how this video is going to come out, but the cable that I've got going to my TV, because like I said, it's on a TV. I don't think it supports the size, because at the moment it's sort of a square, whereas my TV is obviously sort of rectangle. So there's like black, when I'm looking at it, there's like slight black bars at either side. Now it's not too bothered. I'm not too bothered because it's still really big and it's a lot bigger than any monitor, and it's very clear and everything. It's just there is it's not utilizing the whole size of the TV, which is kind of annoying. I do have a USB stick somewhere with like some old projects I did, like some like ones I did at school and A level. But say I wanted to do a new one, new project, Visual Basic. Windows Form, and we'll call it. I don't know. Well, let's do the classic Hello World meme. Oh, we'll change it to Hello YouTube. Why not, eh? See how fast it runs on here. I mean, for me, it's running really quick. I've never, like I say, I've never recorded a video with this before. If the video is real, I'm gonna watch it back anyway. And if it's really bad, I won't upload it. I'm not gonna edit this because I haven't even installed any editing software on this yet. So, and I'm not gonna port it over to my other PC. I'm not gonna even bother doing it anyway because I'm too lazy. In future videos, I will. If I get into doing stuff, I'll edit it. This is just sort of a whim video, just because. Why not? Second, it's time. I guess it is creating a brand new project from scratch. So. Well, that font doesn't need to be that big, does it? Fuck me. It's huge. It's not the snappiest. It's quite worrying that. See, this is the problem that I had with my PC. I'm hoping the recording right now is recording pretty well. I mean, it looks alright. So, don't know, can't really tell. Alright, so now I can shrink that. Don't need it that big. We can just. Where's the toolbox? See, that's the problem. Because it's cut off a bit, it's like I can't see it properly. So we can get a button. Let's pop a button here, Make it a nice big one so I can see it because I'm blind as a bat. A little bigger. There we go. Click me. I haven't done any programming in ages, so I know this is really basic, but obviously as I progress I'm going to learn more complicated things, and before you know it I'll be somewhere. It's text box somewhere. Text box. I don't even know my alphabet, I'm not dumb. I actually love these lines. I actually hate it when people don't keep it within the lines. See if we can make it even smaller now. Like this. Let's make this thing like nice and. Yeah, that'll do. So that'll be called textbooks 1, I'm assuming. What would it be called? I'm assuming it'll be called textbooks 1. Actually, why do I even need a text box? I don't even need that. Let's delete that. Let's just have a button. So, message box dot show, and then is it? I think it's brackets, and then, or is it these? Let's just put show hello YouTube. Can't even spell. I'm not gormless. And that should be it, I believe. And then if we start it, it started. Fuck me, yeah, I need to add some stuff, hopefully. Hello YouTube. It's always good to start with the basics, you know. Some people probably don't even know how to do that, but you know, good old message box. Don't even know why I tried to put a text box. I mean, I could always put text box.text and then that if I really wanted to, but text box sucks. Message box, yay! And then I think you can do like form on close when you close it. Anyway, that'll conclude today's video of being pointless and that. But you know, in the future there will be things to come that may interest you if you like computers in the way that I do. If you do not have an interest in stuff like this, then I'm not probably not the channel for you. If you like regular videos, I'm again not the channel for you, because I'm just half the time too lazy to bother doing any videos. So I'm not really interested in becoming a pro YouTuber or anything. I did have that interest once upon a time, but not anymore. So yeah, thanks for, if you have watched to the end, thank you for giving me your attention. Cheerio.